Hello everybody and welcome back to another FTB Infinity Skyblock, and we're over here where we're doing our energetic bees. Energetic princess. Oh yeah. The reason I put them over here, well, lightning. That's the main reason. I wouldn't mind getting a few of these up and running. I don't know how many we need though. That's a diligent. There's a pure breed. There's a pure breed. We're good to go, I think. So that guy with that should do the job. Do these have lightning? I didn't look. Hold on. They do still have lightning. So, yeah, we don't want lightning. Lightning's bad. Lightning does cause fires. We learned that today. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything, I swear. But yeah, so we did learn that lightning is bad. Definitely. On the stream today, we did a couple different things. Let me just do this. Okay, so on the stream, what did we do? Well, we started automating more of the machines. As you can see, our machine levels are going down, which is beautiful, might I add. But also downstairs, we did a little bit of automation. We started automating the rolling machine for steel plates. We automated the production of destabilized redstone, and we set up some of the crafting recipes for that as well as the steel plates. Now, if you want to automate these rolling machines, you always want to leave the click to craft in there, but you can only use it for one pattern. So it's not the greatest by any means, but it still does the job quite nicely. Other than that, I've been trying my darndest to automate these turbines going into here, the turbine rotor going into the steam turbines. I don't think it can be done. Not with AE2 anyways. If anybody knows of a way that I can, you know, get the turbine rotors to automatically go in, that would be great. We did also add another turbine here, so we're up to 6 steam turbines for EU production, which is pretty darn awesome, if I do say so myself. What else? Was there anything else, really? We set up the compressor a little bit more. But that's really about it. It was mostly a bee-focused live stream today. We were definitely focusing on the bees, trying to get a couple different things going. One of them is this. I don't know if it's actually possible. It's supposed to be possible, but it's this guy, the leporine princess. This guy here, it says that you can basically make it with a meadows and a forest, in a mutatron anyways, but I believe you can also just do it normally, or at least that's what other people were telling me. So we're trying to get that guy, and the reason being is the queen is actually very useful. It drops silky combs and eggs, so I mean that's pretty cool. Silky combs and eggs, I'd say so. Other than that, we're pretty good. A couple people online on the private server here. Let's get a few things orientated here. Oh, yes. My dogs are making so much noise in the background. Boys, be quiet. Go lie down. Alright. We did some research as well in the Thaumcraft stuff. We got some of the Thaumic Energistics stuff going. One quick thing, the Digisentia storage, you need Warded Arcana for it. We also got all of the bee stuff done, kind of looking at some of that as well. But for the most part, we got all of the, well, I'll say most of the Thaumcraft stuff here. So I wouldn't mind jumping into that pretty soon. And you know what? Let's do it now. Yeah. Let's see about jumping into it. No, you know what? No, we have something else that I need to do first. Let me get all that prepped, and then we'll do that first. So one of the things that we definitely want to do is the ender chest here. I made another one as well. Hi friends, how's it going? How's your little tank? You guys are looking a little crowded. You should probably stop reproducing. But one of the main things that I do want to get done is with the ender chest here. We have things all over the place. We have things over here. We have, you know, all of this stuff over here, including all this sand. We have this dirt over here, which is, you know, same thing. We have a whole bunch of oak wood. And I'd like to kind of clean some of this stuff up today and get it all towards our storage system. Now, one of the first things is the sand. That is definitely a thing. The other thing that's definitely a thing, don't worry about the lightning. It's fine. It's no big deal. Is this stuff here as well. We're really not capitalizing on using these items, which is kind of a shame. And we should probably do that. So I'm thinking instead of having this long line and everything with this harvester, we can now upgrade that just to an ender chest. But we do need to then move all of our storage around. I do have a lever in my inventory, as per normal. So I'm just going to actually turn off this harvester for right now. Just stop it so that we're not pulling items or anything like that. And this is the first guy that we're going to automate. So up here, all that we're going to do is literally place down an ender chest there instead. And this is then going to start being able to fill up this ender chest, which is nice. Very nice. Hey, I did that. So, in the meantime, we can remove all of this. That didn't really look nice anyways. So we can get rid of all of this. And we can start getting it producing properly. Oh god, we're catching up to some items. Oh god, who's gonna win? The items are me. I think the items will win. They're lucky this time. Alright, good. So now all of the items are gonna go into that ender chest. So what we should start to see is items coming into this ender chest. Now I also want to remove all of these, like so, and we need to move these into our storage area. Good. Okay. So, these are going to go into storage. And where do I want that to be? I guess we could keep it over here. Over here seems like a good idea. So, I'm thinking we could have some storage caches for now. Eventually, maybe we could get into some deep storage units as well. So, these will still be our storage cache working. Now, of course, we can get into the Enderium ones as well. They work quite nicely. So we still have those caches, but we do want to have an ender chest coming in somewhere here. You know what? Let's just slap it down right there for now. Nothing in there, obviously, but this is going to allow us to start, you know, kind of putting our stuff more together. So that's going to be like that. We're going to need a servo. This one might be good enough for right now. We'll probably have to upgrade it soon. But that'll start pulling out the ender chest stuff and putting it into the cache. The next thing that we need to do is we need to put storage buses. Actually, I'm changing my mind already. We need to get storage buses on these items, on these caches as well. So let's put these on the side. No, you know what? I like it better on the back. I like it better the way I had it. Okay, good. I like it better like that. And so that'll work nicely. Then we're going to need storage buses for our AE2 system. We're going to need 4 of them. Go. Craft. Beautiful. Love it. We're also going to need some more cabling, which means I probably need more wool. So let me get some wool here, because we need to change this one up to a dense cable. Why did I remove this? I do not know. Alright, a few storage buses, like so. Now we are down this side, so let's actually just use that to our advantage and throw the storage buses down like so. Good. I'm going to change all the priority to these to make sure that everything goes in them first. That way we're not loading up any of our systems or anything like that. And then we'll just tap in and run it on down the line like so. Okay, good. So we now should have access to all of these items, which is highly beneficial. We can swing on over to our harvester over here, and we can actually turn it back on. And what should happen is exactly what will be happening, is it'll now be going through the ender chest itself. We should see the items coming in here, and then they should be getting pulled out. Now, right now, there's a bit of a backlog because all of the farms had fully grown. Whereas once it catches up, I think it's more of a trickle effect more than anything. So it's just one of those things. It'll catch up here right away. Now, we haven't really used the soybean at all, but we do use the other things quite a bit, especially the pumpkin and the wheat. But it's so nice to now have the 27,000 pumpkins available to us, because that's going to work into some automation that we can do a little bit later on. Now, equally, we can use this same ender chest, as I explained, for some of the other things that we want. So like this guy right here, pulling out this sand cache, for example, and this sand cache over here, and putting them together and having that as our storage is something that I really, really want done. So I'm going to put this down right beside it. We'll get an item duct on it, just like so. And we can disable that guy now. Good. So that'll be sand. And then equally, we want to run the same storage bus onto the sand there. So storage bus, I don't think I made enough. I did not. So we'll make one more. Good. We've ran out of processors, so each one of those crafting taking a little bit longer than it probably should. But yeah, as you can see, it's already caught up very nicely. Now, what we can do is this guy is going to stop producing right away because it has no place to put the sand. So we can literally just put the ender chest right here, and it should throw the sand directly into the ender chest. Then we're also going to remove this dust. Now, the reason we're going to remove the dust is pretty straightforward, and we're just going to replace it with an item duct, and that'll start pushing it into the chest as well. Now, this guy is another one that we're going to put in the basement over here, and at least have that guy ready to go as well. All the things. We're doing all of them. All of the things. Alright. So now this is going to be a nice setup. So we can run storage buses on this side as well. What I think we should do, though, is we should actually make this into a sub-network. So I'm going to make an ME interface as well here. And we're going to need some quartz fiber cable. Let's make a little bit more of that. I'm going to need a little bit more. So we'll get some quartz fiber cable, and this is going to become a subsystem. Now, what a subsystem means, for those of you that are unfamiliar with the way that this, all works together and all that kind of stuff, is it works to basically use up only one channel instead of 8 or 6 for these storage buses. So what we need to do, how's our ME interface coming? Should almost be done. This guy's a little slow. We will improve it at some point in time here, because that is a little too slow for my liking. Look at it, just going nice and slowly. Alright, so that should give us the ME interface. ME interface, come on. I know you're ready. I know you're ready. You gotta come. Come on now. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic time with the series and a fantastic time on my channel. I really do love all of you guys and girls being here. It's greatly appreciated. So right here, instead we were using 5 of 8 channels. Now we're back down to 1. So what we can do is we need to do an... How do we want to do this? Let's just disable this for a quick second. And we'll go like this. Boom. And this is going to be an ME interface. And then a storage bus is going to go directly on the ME interface. Now, the storage bus will have a channel. So that'll be our 1 channel. So we're up to 2. This guy does not have a channel because it doesn't have power yet. So we can quickly provide it power just by using this quartz fiber cable. Just like so. And like so. And that won't use up another channel or anything like that. But now the device is online, and all of these storage buses, as you can see, it's 5 out of 8 right here, but still only 2 out of 8 up there. And we also have access to our pumpkins and everything like that. Pretty slick, right? Last but not least, we'll just need the storage buses on the other side. I think, can you go up to 6? I can't remember exactly how many you can go up to, but we will be going and using all of them that we can. Alright, so quick little storage bus update here. We can do that, and we can do that. Good, so we have the sand and dust ready to go. And we'll just tie in right here and run it across the top. Not there. The top, I said. Good, and then down the other side and connect it all up together. So what we should be seeing is 7 of 8. Very nice, because you have to remember this guy counts as well, the ME interface. So if I'm not mistaken, we could put one more storage in this little cluster. But now we should have access to sand and dust as well in our ME system. Very good. Or applied energistic system, whichever you prefer. Now also when any come in from our pulverizers over here, it should work properly. So these should both be empty. Good. And yeah, we're good to go. Sweet. Love it. The next thing is over here. Getting some of this stuff to be read properly. Getting the dirt over is definitely a thing. And this sand as well. So we might need another ender chest. Just to make it nice and clean and simple. I would definitely prefer to go that route. So, a couple of iron chests. We should have enough stuff. We do. Okay, good. But we do need some wool. That's fine. We'll do that. And we need it to be a light blue wool. Oh boy. Okay. Light blue wool. Just to make it easier on ourselves. We can do that. Good. Light blue wool. And that'll give us already the color that we require. And then we just need a diamond to make it our own. So we'll go over here. Now instead of this sand being here directly, we need this to be the ender chest. Now the problem that we have though is if we put the ender chest here, it's going to search it as a valid inventory for apples, saplings, wood, and even these pollen. Now the pollen I'm okay with. I don't care about the pollen. We could actually remove that. But I think instead I'm going to place it down here. We'll lock it. And we might need a filter pipe. Yeah, that guy right there. And we should probably get ourselves a filter too. Sadly, there's no crafting table in the wireless one, which is a little bit of a shame. But, you know, it's one of those things. We'll do an item filter. We need a piece of string. Craft me one piece of string, please. Good. There we go. An item filter. And we are going to set this guy to being... we'll blacklist. Should we blacklist? No, you know what? We'll just do it the easy way. Okay, so we're going to list sand. Good. And you know what? We might as well list one of these pollen, I guess. We really don't need them otherwise, but you know, it's one of those things. So those will be like that, and this is going to be a sort pipe. On the green side is going to accept sand and apple oak pollen. Very good. So now we can basically remove both of these. And all of those items should go into that ender chest over there. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Just kind of making things a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer, all that kind of stuff. Also, in the meantime, we will just do this and this. This guy we can just remove completely and take. Like so. Very good. That can be returned to its rightful place. And the other one here, we need to... actually use an item duct and transport the items into it. So we need another servo, which we're out of course, and we'll get all of the sand into the one cache instead of the two. Alright, so we have the energetic princess. Now the energetic princess, or queen for that matter, this is what it gives you, the energetic comb. Now the energetic comb is actually pretty good because it is a source of redstone, but really, we don't need redstone, especially with the resource crops and a couple other things, not really required. So instead, we're going to use it to get our Infinity Bee. This is the guy that we absolutely want. So this is the energetic with the silicon. Now, one of the issues with the silicon is you only get one drone per. So we will still have our princess, but we're going to have to try to mutate that thing back into a silicon princess. But in the meantime, let's start doing this. So we're removing the chocolate frames. We're going to put back in the soul frames. We have them in the ME system now, so it's a little bit easier to do. Good. And because this guy still has lightning and all that kind of stuff, we are going to do it out here. So energetic with a silicon drone, go. Just go. Give me the Infinity Bee. I would love to have it done for this episode. How sweet would that be? Am I right? I will keep these energetic drones around, though, I think, because we're going to need them eventually here. Now, again, the silicon one, we do need to get producing up to something else. Now, what else can this be bred into? Oh, Certus with a Skystone. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. It doesn't need a Certus block or anything either. So we don't need Certus. I actually would prefer to keep the silicon and just keep producing silicon. I think that would be quite nice. Other than that, it's just the Infinity Bee. So the silicon is still useful for us, but let's not get too carried away here. Do I have any? I don't think I have any other spare silicon bees either, so it's going to be a tough go, and we could potentially lose it. Skystone and Ferris. We could maybe try to tap into this Ferris. I don't know. I'll figure it out in due time. Hopefully, we will get the Infinity Bee here right away. And that guy, we can start then producing and get towards Gendustry. That would be absolutely amazing. So one thing that's really been bugging me for a long time, and it's been bugging a lot of you guys as well, is this pickaxe. Just terrible. Not very good at all. It's just been not great. And when I got to break Skystone and all that, just not doing it for me. Now, I could probably make a new Tinker's one, but with all the changes to Tinkers and all that kind of stuff, let's try something new. Let's try something different. Well, we are going to go crazy. We are going to make the Vajra. The Vajra. Either way, I don't pronounce it properly, probably. It's not a big deal. All right, so we have a lot of stuff to get. Holy crikey. Including all of this stuff. So an HV transformer. Are we... I think we're running into rubber issues, aren't we? Yeah. Looks like I still have a lot more stuff that I need to get done before we can kind of just jump into this thing and go, yeah, we're good to go. But I am going to get it done, all while we're waiting for that beautiful Infinity Bee as well. It's going to be a massive step ahead for us, in my opinion. Alright, so I fixed the rubber situation. So the HV transformer, let's make this guy first. It should be one of the easier to do. So we also need some gold cables insulated. Okay. Rubber. Make some more of that. Give me all the rubbers. All of them. I need it all. Good and good. Okay, that should give us the 2 of those that we do require, for sure. And how are we doing? We have all of that. Okay, bronze item casing is one of the things. And lead dust. I don't anticipate needing to make very many of these, but I think we're probably better off to just do it up right here. So let's get the bronze item casings going first. So we're going to need a bronze plate. Craft. Go. Good. Get a little bit of bronze in the bronze plate. Come on. There we go. 1 bronze plate is going to give us 2 bronze item casing. And this is going to go into the same metal former as before. So the rolling machine here. So we'll put in that guy. Pull out the bronze item casings. Very nice. Did it perfectly. And that will give us 2 of these. Good. So now we have the recipe for that and a few bronze item casings as well. Now we can basically make these guys as well. So metal former of the plates is the top one. So we can go, we need 10, so we need 8 more. Or actually, I don't think we need that many, but it's fine. We'll make them anyways. And we need to make the RE advanced battery. So we're also going to need a piece of lead dust. Now this is kind of where things get a little bit, why automate it, right? We'll just throw in a piece of lead. It's not that big of a deal. So that should give us our HV transformer. Boom, there's the battery, and boom, there's our HV transformer. Good. So we're one step closer towards the Vajra. It's still a big step, but we're one step closer. The next one is this Tesla coil. This guy requires an NV transformer, and the rest of this is pretty easy. So let's see. We do have the basic machine casings to be auto-crafted. We also have the insulated copper cables that we can auto-craft. We'll make a few of those while we're at it. And we should be able to make the MV transformer. Oh, I already had an auto-craft for it. Whoopsie. Alright. And now all we need is the iron item casings. So the same thing applies as before with the irons, with the bronze casings. We are going to do them up properly. So we're just going to grab an iron plate here. Boom, one iron plate is going to equal 2 iron casings. Alright, and there's our Tesla coil. Good. Now, where are we at? We need a couple other things. We need this magnetron. This is a guy that we need, but for that we need a superconductor, and we need 2 more superconductors as well. So I believe we get 3 out of 1 craft, which we do. So we need 6 of this superconductor cover that we have. So we need 6 of these. So we need 2 recipes of this. So we're going to need 6 carbon plates. We're going to need 8 advanced alloy and 2 iridium reinforced plates. Okay. I don't believe we have the iridium reinforced plates auto-crafted yet, so let's do that first. There's our iridium reinforced plate auto-crafted. We have 247 iridium, so we're doing pretty good there. And we can throw these into the system. Our ME interfaces are actually getting decently full. So how many did I say we'd need? 4 of them? I think that's what I said. 4 of these guys. That's going to use up 16 iridium. Not a big deal, though, overall. And we can now make our superconductors. Boom. No? Oh, no. Not that one. This guy, the superconductor cover. But we need the carbon plates. We need the carbon plates. That's a thing. So we're going to need 5 more of those. Okay, that'll craft up. I think we already have everything for it, except for maybe the pulverized coal. So it'll only take a second here, I hope, right? Yeah, it's crafting up the coal, but it shouldn't take very long for us to get some of these carbon plates in. We'll just pull them out as they come in. There's 1 set of superconductor covers. Sweet. And there's another set of superconductor covers. I am going to also make about 10 more of these things. Just get them in queue, because we're probably going to need them anyways down the road. We always need those things. Yeah, there's 2 more right there. So the magnetron, we need the superconductors. Boom, 1 of those. Awesome. Now, from there, the magnetron can be crafted. We need some copper plates. Now, I don't think we've actually done copper plates as a recipe, mainly because we haven't really needed them yet. Now, we may get into them as a recipe, but for right now, we'll just craft them by hand. All right, copper plates. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Boom. So that's going to give us our magnetron. Very nice. And then we can get... Is this... We're just missing the iridium reinforced plates, aren't we? So 2 more of these. So total was about 24 iridium for this. That's not too bad. There's our Vajra core. Oh man, we are so close now. We are so close. Now, for those of you that don't know what this does, I'm going to explain it because it is amazing. I believe we have everything except for the Lapatron, which requires an advanced circuit. Do we have advanced circuits set up? I don't believe we do. So let's get the advanced circuits auto crafting. Because, well, we might as well. So those guys, we're going to need a couple basic capacitors. Good, 2 of those. I really want to set up the automation of the intricate circuit boards in this playthrough, for sure. So we'll just make 2 of them for right now. Okay, good. This guy can go over here. So many good things that we're doing right now. So many things that are just going to progress us further along down the road. So we're going to make another one. That'll do its thing. Now, the Lapotron crystal. Lapotron. We require some lapis lazuli dust, another energy crystal, and that. So, let's see. Can we... Energy crystal. Energy crystal. We do have these set to autocraft, so that's good. That is good. So we can get these guys done. Awesome. That'll be like that. And lapis lazuli dust we also have set to autocraft, so I need 6 of those, which will basically be 1 block of lapis. Amazing. Good. There's our Lapotron crystal, and we might as well take it and craft it as well. Now we can throw that in here as well. Oh man, we are set. We are made in the shade now. So, let's get our Lapotron out. And there we go. The Vajra. Very nice. We got it. Sweet. Now, we do need to charge this in EU, as far as I'm aware. I don't think we can charge it in here. No, I didn't think so. So we do need to have an EU set for charging it up. Now, luckily, we do have this MFE here, and it does only take 3 million, so this has 4 million EU in it, but this is going to replace our pickaxe. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a few controls. Let me just set up the controls for this thing, and we'll see it in action. Alright, so just for a quick information here, it is not part of the Gravisuit settings. It is part of the IC2 settings. It's your mode switch key. So you need to hold down your right click on your mouse and hit your mode switch key, and that will actually enable a Silk Touch mode. So there's 2 modes for this guy. There's regular and Silk Touch. So we can actually come and disable it and do whatever we want, whenever we want with this thing. Now, the best thing that this thing does is this. While you're flying, it's an instant click. That's right. You guys just saw that correctly. Now, of course, you are going to use up some power, but that is beautiful. That is amazing. I really wish we could set this up to recharge with the wireless charger. Now, with Silk Touch, it's basically as you would assume. Okay. Okay. All right. You are in my way. But Silk Touch is basically exactly as you assume, and it's just going to now add it as a Silk Touch for only stone or pickaxe related things, as far as I'm aware. So if you're trying to pick up ores, or, you know, just drop your Vajra, no big deal. Didn't cost a lot to make or anything. But if you're trying to pick up ores, so let's do a quick example of that over here. We have our ores, and we have our Silk Touch mode on. Why didn't that work? Why isn't that working? Well, I guess Silk Touch mode isn't working. Why is it not working? Well, that's terrible. That's strange. Why does that not work? It's supposed to work. Oh god, I overshot. That is a little confusing to me. I am not sure why that is a problem. But the speed of this thing speaks for itself. It is quite strong, and it is a very, very nice tool overall. Luckily, we can just make more of the redstone ore anyways, but that was interesting. Why would the Silk Touch not be working? If you know what I did wrong, please leave a message down in the comments, because I would greatly love to appreciate it, that information. The rest of my tools I'm pretty happy with, but this guy right here, see ya. You are going off the edge. Have a nice life, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Not. I don't plan on dying at all. Alright, so that didn't work as I thought it would, which is a little concerning. I definitely wanted it for the Silk Touch capability, for the ores and everything, so I'm not too sure what's going to go on there. The other thing that we need to make right away is diamond. Diamond, the oh man, what is it called again? Diamalia seeds. These guys right here. And they do require a diamond ore below them. It's lavender and origold, so we need to get the gold ones first. So we need to get some gold ore produced. Really? It's gold ore dust? No. Is it really? Gold ore dust. We don't have any of that. It all gets auto-processed. Who designed this? Who designed this system? This is terrible. Okay. Alright. Problem. Big problem. Anyways, I'll have to get some gold ore dust to get some gold, apparently. Because, yeah, that's a thing. So, where? Really? I don't understand. Anyways, that is going to be it for this episode. We did get the Vajra, a very nice tool. I believe it works on pretty much anything. Yeah, pretty much anything. So, we don't even really need the Matic except for when dealing with farmland, which is also kind of nice. So we can definitely just do this, and we can run around with our Vajra for everything. All wood and everything works beautifully with this tool. So, at least until it runs out of power. But anyways, that is it. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. We got a ton of levels. We can deposit those nicely. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.